The college football season is still 6 months away. We are still in February. These rosters aren't even fully settled yet, and yet we already have conference title odds for a lot of these conferences right now, with the SEC conference title odds being right here. And wouldn't you know it, the two teams that were in the SEC title game a season ago are the top two teams in odds. You got Texas and Georgia. I know people have concerns about the Longhorns. They talk about the offensive line. I know there's a lot of Arch Manning haters out there, but Texas is still the favorite, and I think that's justified. They are likely the national title favorites, and the odds also reflect that. But it's interesting to go down the list here. Bama still in third, still just a step behind those guys in terms of odds, probably because of what happened in DeBoer's first season, but they're still there and still, I think, could win the SEC pretty easily next season. It's interesting to see Tennessee at the same odds, and I think that could be banking on some of Nico's development, them retaining a lot of their staff, and running back things to make them a little bit more consistent this season. I think seeing LSU at 5 is going to surprise a lot of people. People are pretty low on Brian Kelly and the Tigers right now, but I really like that. And I think in terms of best value, LSU at plus 1,000 is probably the best value in terms of a bet for next season. Ole Miss there with Lane Kiffin as well, a team that will likely factor into the race. And then, of course, Texas A&M, always kind of hovering around this territory because of the talent level they have. This next tier, however, is the danger zone. These are the trendy off-season teams that you might find yourself accidentally getting a little bit too high on and just saying they're going to win the SEC, when that might not be as realistic. And I think the odds reflect that for South Carolina, Florida, Auburn, and even a team like Missouri with very long odds to win the SEC next season, but some trendy, flashy players and teams that people are just randomly putting into the top 10, top 5 of these rankings because of their potential for next season. I think you need to be careful whenever you're betting on a team like this, because the odds reflect that I think it is a long shot any of those 4 teams win the title. And then, of course, there's more below them. But let me know down in the comments, who do you think is winning the SEC in 2025?